Hello everyone and welcome back to Bitcoin Tips. So today we're going to be talking about how you can start mining Carlson coin using your Windows 10 or 11 computer here in 2024 in less than 10 minutes. So if all of that sounds interesting to you, I do want to make sure to ask you to stick around through the entire video so that you don't miss out on any of the great tips and tricks that I have to help you earn more and keep more of the Carlson coin that you are mining, allowing you to build your holdings even faster. So, before we dive into the video, I do always like to start off here on CoinMarketCap, just taking a quick look at what's going on in the crypto markets as a point of reference if you happen to be watching this video in the future. So if you aren't interested in this portion of the video, please feel free to skip ahead 1 to 2 minutes and we'll be getting into the content then. But overall, as you can see, crypto is still down quite a bit today. Overall, the market cap is down to $3.46 trillion, which is down about 5% in the last 24 hours. Now, Bitcoin has officially fallen back below that $100,000 mark. Ethereum fallen, quite a ways from that 4,000 mark. XRP's down to 228. Binance 682, Solana 203, Doge 34 cents. So, everything is down quite a bit. Now, I don't think this is anything to be too worried about because really, this is expected in crypto. We are still very early in the bull run. Looking at the charts, we still have at least another 6 to 8 months, if not closer to 12 months, 1 year of potential gains before we see Bitcoin and others hit their all-time highs for this bull cycle. Now, with that being said, taking advantage of drops in the market like this, whether you're investing or using faucets or mining, is the best thing you can do. Now, today we are of course talking specifically about Carlson coin. And if we look at this one, this is actually a little bit different, where this one's up about 0.32% today to about a tenth of a penny. So this is a very cheap coin. Now it's placed around 3,796 place here on CoinMarketCap with a market cap of just 1.63 million. And if we take a look at their all-time high, back in April, March of this year, they were up over 2 cents a coin. Now, of course, they have dropped off quite a bit, but what's really interesting here is this coin has not been around for a bull run before. So, yes, that makes it a little bit harder to tell where this coin could go, but with that being said, it also has a lot of potential. So mining this coin right now could be a really good decision, especially if they start getting added on more exchanges. So how do you go about mining this coin? Well, we're going to be using a site called Unmineable. Now, Unmineable, if you're not familiar with it, allows you to mine coins that, if you didn't guess it already, are not traditionally mineable. Whether it be that they aren't mineable coins altogether, maybe that you can mine them, but you have to have really expensive ASIC hardware, and mining on a Windows desktop or laptop is just not possible. Or maybe they're just a POS coin and you can't mine it, at all. So you're not actually mining Carlson coin here, but in this case, I'm going to be setting this up using the Ravencoin algorithm of Kapow. Now, I do always recommend going out to whattomine.com, enter in your specific hardware. It'll ask you what GPU you're using, or CPU, or ASIC, whatever you're planning to mine with, and it'll tell you the best algorithm for that hardware. So, once you kind of have an idea of what the best algorithm is, or if you're just going to follow along with the Kapow algorithm for the tutorial today, head into the description of this video and click the link for Unmineable, or go ahead and navigate to Unmineable if you don't want to use that link, but that link will save you 25%, which I'll talk about in just a minute. Then what you're going to do is select Get Started with our wizard. 2 options, Basic and Advanced. I always recommend going with basic since that's good enough for 99% of people mining, but there is that advanced option if you're interested. Again, I'm going to be following the GPU option to mine with my 3070, but if you're following along on a computer that doesn't have a GPU, or you're looking to mine using a Mac OS based computer, choose that CPU option. And I do have a full guide on setting this up on a Mac as well, so I would recommend checking that video out. Here's where you choose your algorithm. Again, I'm going with Kapow, but please choose what's best for you. And as you can see here, this is where you choose the coin that you want to get paid out in, which of course Unmineable has close to 100 coins that you can get paid out in. But of course we are choosing Carlson. And here is where you enter in your Carlson address. Now please double and triple check this address, because if this is not the correct address for any reason, everything will work as expected until you go to get paid. So please keep that in mind. As you can see, if I delete the 7, it does say, hey, this seems to be invalid. But if I put a 6 in there, we all know this is no longer my address, and it does say it's good to go. So please make sure you enter in the right address. And the final step before downloading everything and getting started is entering in a referral code. Lucky for you, I do have one which will give you a 25% discount. The code is Bitcoin-tips with a capital B and a capital T. Now, if you use the link in the description, that will auto-populate. If you didn't use that link and still want to get that 25% discount, this is what you can type in. Now, what's cool here is on Unmineable, they have a 1% fee, which means if you mine 100 Karlsen coin, one of those coins will go to Unmineable, regardless of if you mine it in an hour, a day, or a year. And if this coin is a tenth of a penny or 10 pennies, it's not going to matter. That one coin's always going to Unmineable. By using this, you reduce that fee to 0.75, saving you 25%, meaning you get to keep that additional coin and build up your holdings even faster. So feel free to use that or continue without it. And here, the final step is getting started mining, downloading the miner and getting running. So I always recommend Gminer, as it's the one that I personally use, and it's the one that I've had a lot of really good luck with. Not to say that any of these other ones are bad, but this is the one I'll be using for the tutorial. So you'll select download miner files, which will take you to the GitHub where you just select this Windows 64 zip file. Download this and extract it. If you miss that extraction step, you will get an error right away when we download and start the .bat file here in just a minute. So if you get that error, double check and make sure you didn't miss the extraction step, because that will cause that error. Once you've got that downloaded and extracted, come back over here and select this blue download.bat file button. As you can see, Chrome has said, hey, this is an unverified file. Are you sure you want to continue? You will have to select this and say download unverified file. If you're not comfortable doing this on your computer, simply select delete from history. Unfortunately, this is a part of mining, and it's going to happen whether you're using Carlson, Gminer, Unmineable. It's really just a crypto mining thing. So there is not a workaround. But if you're comfortable with that, go ahead and say download file. Then what you're going to do is just drag and drop this file into the folder with all the other files you just extracted. So as you can see here, Unmineable, KLS, Kapow, Gminer.bat is right here. And all you have to do to get started is double click this file. Now you will notice that Windows Defender pops up and says, hey, we've protected your PC. You will have to say more info and run anyway. Again, if you're not comfortable doing this, simply say don't run, delete the files, and move on. Unfortunately, this is part of mining. It's not really something we can get around, but the good news is you'll only get this warning the first time you run the file. So if you're comfortable with that, go ahead and say run anyway. And as you can see, we are now up and running, mining Carlson coin using my RTX 3070 here in 2024 in less than 10 minutes. We're actually about 8 minutes and 50 seconds in, and that included a little bit of CoinMarketCap. So if you looked at just the tutorial, it's probably closer to 5 minutes. Now, just a few final notes about Unmineable. When you start the miner, it does take about 15 to 30 minutes for the information about your miner, such as income, speed, things like that, to show up under the addresses tab. That's completely normal. If it still hasn't shown up after about an hour, something may be configured incorrectly, and I would recommend just double checking all of your addresses, possibly recreating the file again. And if it still doesn't work, please feel free to leave a comment down below with what's going on. Always happy to troubleshoot and get you up and running. And then on the other end, when you're ready to be done mining, all you have to do is find this CMD window and click the red X. Now you may be wondering, why am I telling you how to close a window? Well, with Unmineable here, when you stop the miner, you may actually continue seeing payments and mining stats here on the site for up to 12 hours after stopping that miner. So I have seen the question before, how do you stop the miner if the CMD window is closed? And I can say that as long as that's closed out, you are no longer mining. So with that being said, if you do run into any issues throughout this entire process, please feel free to leave a comment down below with what's going on, and I'm happy to help troubleshoot and get you up and running. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to Bitcoin Tips to stay up to date on all things crypto. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.